Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bonnie. And, Brad, I just want to be clear. You're not going to run for sheriff, are you? Holy moly, look at us around. Nice. For sheriff. All right, beautiful. So, look, before we get started, I'm going to have the great honor to introduce the rest tonight. But we want to take care of a few things right now. First of all, I'd like to have you join me if we could do the Pledge of Allegiance. We're now join. Please rise and yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One and one. Woo! Now, we're also having some great things happening tonight, but one of the highlights is going to be Brad's daughter, who actually, wonderful name you chose, the same name my first daughter was born as well. But she's going to be singing the national anthem for us tonight. Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner. Which one do you want to do? Come on up here, Hannah. Go. Or if you're on a substance, for example, you're on some kind of benefits for food stamps, something like that. I tell people, you can fail if you're on these intergenerationally. We are the party that wants to lift you off of assistance, out of public housing, and participate in the American dream of success and hard work, right? I mean this very standing, and I tell you, there's nobody that I have more belief, respect for, someone who I am so proud to be standing with, who understands what the American dream is about more than Brad Wyatt does. Brad, honestly, you really understand that. When I ran for sheriff, there were only 6 or 7 people in that room. We had a small gathering of people. And Brad Wyatt was in that table with me when we made the decision to do it because I had such respect for him, what he believes in. And Brad knows I've talked to you about your dad and the history of the building, the Osgood building, and the business you've developed. You understand what it means to be dedicated to jobs in our community, to make our country work. You are in the school committee that you're on. You serve the kids in school. You are the perfect candidate to run for us for state rep. You're compassionate. You understand what it means to stand for things, for values, for smaller government, and for better government. Yeah. You'll stand for nothing less. So I'm just honored. I mean, Brad told me tonight about this event. I was so thrilled to be here. I can't wait for the next almost kickoff event. You know, we're but no, to be able to come tonight with all these incredible people that are just so passionate and caring Americans that love this country so much, and to be with you when you move towards that official announcement to run for state rep. I know above everybody, Brad, you will go to Beacon Hill, and you will not do anything but what's right for the people that sent you there. And if we had 160 people like Brad Wyatt, the state would be a whole lot better. Relatives, co-workers, party activists, liberty activists. I think it's incredible. So many of you guys came out the day before New Year's, and I'm very, very thankful and humbled by it. There's some people I do need to thank. Randy Kelly from the museum for opening up tonight so we could do this. John Creedon from Creedon and Company doing the catering. What great food. The Worcester Bravehearts, the new baseball team in Worcester, and I think anybody who works with the community is a great thing. Lou Evangelitis, as always, for campaign advice for the last couple years. Where's Tom Bowling? Where's Tom? Tom's in the back there. He's the fiddler. And like you say, what's your job? And he says, I'm a fiddler. And I think he's joking, but he really is. And over there, he'll be fiddling at the end of the night. So go listen to some good music from Tom. And then where's Joe Nataro? There you are, right there. Big help. Big help. And John Britt, I think you're hiding somewhere in the corner. He's the video guy. If you guys have seen the video that he made about my backstreet and what it was like, he did it. He's phenomenal. And as Lou mentioned, the most important person I have to thank is my wife. Because without her support, I would not be able to do all my creative delivery stuff. So I'm very, very thankful. Politics is never really that personal. You say what you want about your issues, but I just have to tell you something personal about my wife and I met. I was a computer engineer. I was a programmer. I didn't really pay that much attention to politics, but I always voted the right way. At least I voted. So we'll leave it at that. But then I remember meeting her, and I don't know how many people can remember the first time they met their spouse, but I met my wife, and I remember the day. It was a Wednesday in November. And do you know why I remember that day? Because it was 1992, and Bill Clinton had been elected the day before. And everybody at the event was, ooh, we love Bill Clinton. He's great. Go Bubba. And I found the one person in that room who agreed with me. Just to tell you a little, my great-grandparents came to Clinton about 100 years ago, and they settled down the street on Chestnut Street, and they moved to Sterling Street in town, and then Water Street. My grandmother started a dress store on High Street, and my grandfather, he worked as a plant manager at Van Brody, and then Weetabix. I believe they had the American dream. They came here for the opportunity. In fact, I haven't seen it, but I've heard you can see their names on Ellis Island, where the Statue of Liberty is. And that's what America's about, opportunity. And my slogan is great jobs, good jobs, great schools, and lower taxes for working families. And I think that is what we need to focus on so we can bring back that opportunity. As Lou mentioned, there's too many families that just live in this cycle, and they can't get out. They can't find a job. They can't get ahead. And so I don't want to give you a long speech here, but good jobs, great schools, lower taxes. When I said good jobs to a supporter who's in the room, I won't point him out, he said, Brad, that's a stupid thing, good jobs. How can the government create good jobs? And then I thought about it for about a split second. He's right, government doesn't create jobs. The people in this room, individuals, they create the jobs.
Bravo.
Government can kill jobs. They most certainly can kill jobs.
That's right.
They can overregulate you. They can overtax you. They can put burdens. They can put healthcare mandates on you. They can make it hard for you to hire people. Okay? So I am running for good jobs because there's a lot of things we can do to try to bring good jobs to Massachusetts. And most of the time it's about getting the government out of the way. And the second point is great schools. And that same person said, great schools. We already have great schools in Massachusetts. And you know what? He has a good point. There's some great schools in Massachusetts. I'm on the school committee for the Berlin-Boylston School District. And I actually think we have a great school. In fact, a graduate was here about 20 minutes ago who said when she got to St. Anselm's College, she was well prepared, and she does very well. So we do have good schools, and kids can take care of those opportunities. But I don't think that we just have good schools by accident. I think it takes work. And lately they've come out with different mandates from the state, usually unfunded, that hurt our ability to run our schools locally. I think the people in this room know how to run their schools best. I don't think a bureaucrat in Washington or Beacon Hill knows what our schools need. And I'll give you a usually there's been a lot of talk about Common Core. And whether you think it's a good idea or a bad idea for the federal government to run your curriculum, I think it's a bad idea. The way it's been implemented in the state has been horrific for the administrators, the teachers. If you're a teacher, your whole curriculum changes, you need retraining, and for what? We already have great schools. It was a sellout by the leaders in state government, and it's not right to our kids. Their future's being stolen for the sake of money, and we need to fight this. And if I get to Beacon Hill, I am going to fight it. And just to show that, you know, I actually look at the numbers and know what I'm doing on the school budget and look at that stuff. There's two other mandates that are unfunded that drive me crazy. The first is an English language learner mandate that says every teacher in the Commonwealth, to maintain their certification, must be certified to teach English as a second language. Okay? I asked my superintendent, I said, does this mean we're not serving our student population properly now? And the answer was no, of course not. We serve all the kids. We don't have a problem with it. So that means we have to pull our teachers out of the classroom, put substitutes in there, pay more, pay for training, so some bureaucrat in Boston can say, look at what I did, put a stamp on it, I own this. All of our teachers are now certified. That's not the leadership I want in Boston. I want local control. If it was such a great idea, everything I want to try and do is make it best practice and let local school committees, local selectmen agree to it and adopt it if they want to. But stuff shouldn't be shoved down our throat all the time. So let's move on to the third part. Lower taxes for working families. And this is the interactive portion. How many people are really happy about that new gas tax?
No.
You mean it's bad? How can they do this to us? I mean, already our costs keep going up and up for food, for everything else, and now the cost of transporting our goods. This is absolutely crazy. And those who actually have jobs that drive to work in the morning, I hope you have a short commute, because that's going up as well. And for what? So the MBTA can lose another $25 million? This is a joke.
and somebody needs to get up there and solve it. And I'm going to ask questions. I may not be able to solve everything, but I ask questions because it's not right to our towns. Our towns, our local aid keeps getting cut, and they keep wasting money, and it's not right. So, in conclusion, to win my campaign for good jobs, great schools, and lower taxes for working families, I need your help. And with everybody here, and the donations, and the sign holding, and the lawn signs, that is how we're going to win. I'm a numbers guy. I have a degree in computer engineering with a second degree in math. I love numbers. I love databases. I've looked at the numbers. This is a winnable situation. My place to work hard and to invest my time and to meet as many voters as I can in the cities, in the towns of Berlin, Boylston, Clinton, Lancaster, and Northborough and Sterling. To meet them, for them to get to know me, for them to learn why it's a good idea to not just check off the D anymore and to vote for a Republican who's actually going to try and make a difference up there. So I just want to do a final thank you to all the donors who are here today. This would not be possible without you. This is a team effort. This campaign is going to take a village. It's not easy to win, but we can do it together. So thank you very much for coming. Again, I want to thank the Russian Icon Museum, Creed & Company, and Tom for Spidling. Thank you very much.